Two taped SmackDowns, holiday crowds, and somehow WWE still said, let's put a title change, a street fight, and a 3 stages of hell contract on this show. This was not filler, this was WWE quietly setting the table for 2026. Let's get into it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the T-Drop. It's the second taped SmackDown in a row. Christmas week is wrapping up and you can feel the pivot happening. Royal Rumble season is loading. Cody versus Drew is escalating. And some people just leveled up in a big way. We open exactly where we should. Cody versus Drew McIntyre, but framed through authority. Nick Aldis telling Cody he can't touch Drew until a public apology and the fine is done. That's smart storytelling, I guess. They're trying to space it out before the escalation happens. It protects Cody from looking reckless, lets Drew control the pace, and adds consequences to violence. This feud isn't just personal anymore, it's procedural. And that matters heading into a stipulation-heavy blow-off. Let's address the Christmas chaos. Joe Henry versus The Miz in a Miracle on 34th Street fight was exactly what it needed to be. Goofy, self-aware, over the top, Joe Henry singing about Miz's failures, Otis and Tozawa involved, and R-Truth showing up as the wrong holiday mascot. He looks like the bunny from the Rosebuds, don't you think? I guess someone went into the WWE storage to get a costume for this taping. Anyway, that's a wrestling holiday tradition when it comes to this time of the year. And let's be real, beating The Miz has quietly become the entry badge for new acts. Henry got that rub, the crowd reacted, and nobody took damage. Mission accomplished. This match mattered more than people would admit, but we'll see what Joe Henry does in the years to come. But for now, welcome into the main roster, Joe Henry. Charlotte Flair versus Lash Legend told a very specific story. Power versus experience, athleticism versus polish. Lash Legend looked like a future problem. Not finished, not clean, but physically undeniable. Charlotte winning didn't hurt Lash at all, especially with distractions involved. This felt like WWE quietly saying, remember this name. And that's how you build depth. Now, we get a cameo this week. The Trick Williams cameo mattered this week. Him calling himself the hottest free agent while Cody interrupts becomes a future potential story that we may be seeing in the future months. That's subtle brand warfare. Raw vs. SmackDown isn't loud yet, but it's breathing. Keep an eye on this. Potentially. We'll see. Now, Solo Sikoa cutting a promo against Uncle Howdy was all about contrast. Family versus cult. Fireflies fading. Lanterns burning low. No physicality needed. This is WWE leaning into the vibes and mythology, and it's working. Now, this was the match of the night. Ilya Dragunov versus Carmelo Hayes. Delivered, and more importantly, they pulled the trigger. Carmelo Hayes is finally a singles champion on the roster. The match was stiff, fast, dramatic, and clean. Something you expect from these two. Beautifully done. And Dragunov handing him the title afterwards, that became the respect we needed. That's respect and a torch pass. Johnny Gargano, though, on the other hand, he attacked Hayes afterwards, which is perfect. Instant challenger, instant pressure. Huge night for Melo. A big congrats to him. Now, Julia versus Chelsea Green was simple and effective on SmackDown. Julia dominates, Chelsea gets crushed. That's the point. As many will be probably upset about this. Even though the crowd was dead, this is the reason they had to do it. Chelsea works best when she cheats, and that's coming later. But for now, because of the way the crowd has been reacting recently to Julia, we needed for now, Julia needed to look inevitable, which she does. The closing segment for this was excellent, but nothing as excellent as this one. Drew pays the fine, apologizes, but not really, and then goes nuclear on Dan Angler's family. And if anyone doesn't know who Dan Angler is that ref right there. That's vintage McIntyre cruelty. When he drops, when Cody shows up, say hi to Dusty. When I take you to hell, you knew what was coming. 3 stages of hell. Outside the US, SmackDown in Berlin, Cody getting Claymored to close the show was the right call. This feud feels big. It needs to deliver. Anyway, this was a holiday SmackDown that didn't feel disposable. A title changed hands, stories advanced, and WWE clearly flipped the calendar. Royal Rumble season has begun. This has been the tree drop. Alright. Don't know what happened there, but now I got music. Alright.